Field in Landover, Maryland. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast set to match up. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense very strong in the victory last week.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Throwing Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is set away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 5 now. Wentz. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll run with Gibson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. A handoff for Gibson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 64 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. They'll run with Gibson. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He'll buy some time right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Switch. Check 43. Hey, 81. Sunday.
A run here for J.D. McKissick. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it.
Let's go.
That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
82. Let's go. Big series right here. We got to step up. Hey, look 48. Hey, go 48. Hey, watch the screen.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Giants are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play Week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or Week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
From the 24, Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And no one happier to see that than the Giants fans themselves. Saquon Barkley was used a lot his rookie year, 91 catches, which was a record for NFL rookies. That fell off to 52 in 2019, and then, of course, the injury in Week 2 at Chicago last year prevented him from reaching those heights.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 81 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. On play action, it's Wentz. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 23. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together?
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw there into the hands of Ross.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
The throw for Tony is intercepted.
Picked off near the 34. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Rolling to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Here's a give to Gibson.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. On play action, Wentz. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing on 2nd down, Jones. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now Jones, a final shot before break. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have 1.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A huge play there for Washington. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And this one is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
A give running right, Gibson.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Gibson again.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Wentz going to go on 4th down. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wentz. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. On first down, Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing on first down, Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Throwing again on second down. Jones completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there for the Giants.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Jones to throw on third down. Open man right side is Ingram. And the Giants are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Looking to throw. Jones. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Kyle Rudolph. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Back near the goal line. Here's Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. They do go for it. It's Wentz. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A handoff running left is Gibson.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A give to Gibson running right.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Wentz. Got to have this one. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Gibson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Now Gibson.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. Over the middle. That's hauled in by Tony.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Jones throw caught by Tony.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 26 yards.
And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 14-0.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Hey, let's get this. Check 99. Check 99.
Throwing is Wentz. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The throw over the middle taken in. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing Jones. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Troy Apke. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. He's got McLaurin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. This will be caught at Samuel. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Wentz. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And they will take a knee here.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough. But, yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today,